Divine Risings, my beautiful collective soul family, and happy hump day, happy Wednesday, and happy Thursday to some of you who are already in Thursday or on their way to Thursday. Okay, I feel a lot of heartbreak in the collective, a lot of sadness in the collective, and I wanted to tell you why. We have a full moon that is a strawberry full moon, and with this full moon comes changes, and some of these changes will be difficult but necessary. You hear me? Okay, so don't resist the change. Allow the change to come in because it's for your greater good. A lot of us had to release and let go of things that no longer serve us, okay? Not only those type of things that don't serve us in our life, like the people, places, different things that we was doing, things we had no business doing, those things are coming to an end and are changing, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. And there's other changes of losing loved ones, losing fur babies and things like that. You understand? It is for their greater good that there are no more suffering and pain for them. You understand? So decisions that had to be made that were difficult, they were necessary. The Most High Divine Creator knew, and so did you. You understand? So don't beat yourself up over decisions that need to be taking place right now in your life and in others' life around you and things like that. Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do, because Spirit always come through, even in our most difficult, saddest, hardest moments. You understand? Spirit is always with you, especially the ones that we lost to this earth realm, because we never really lose them. We always gain them in angels, as angels. You understand? From the spiritual realm. So life always goes on, even when it seems like it can't or it doesn't. You just have to have the strength to keep moving and pull through it. Okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. Yes, things get difficult, things get challenging in life, and this is a part of life. And these are sometimes the things that we don't understand. And when we don't understand, we call on the Most High Divine Creator, because He is the greatest, who understands everything, who sees everything. Okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. You could be missing that one solid person that was good to you in your life, and it could have been somebody from the past. It could have been somebody that you thought was going to last, but then it didn't last because things change, okay? And things constantly change every single day, okay? You could be feeling like you're being falling apart, or you're being pulled apart here in this situation. There's a lot of changes that's coming through in this moment right here. But all the things that you're going through is, like I said, is for your greater good. So there's a lot of gratitude that comes with this full moon as well, this strawberry full moon that we are feeling, because it is definitely in full effect. You understand? So now is the time to support and love one another, not belittle one another, not put each other down, not hate on each other. And to be honest, you shouldn't even be feeling that way, because it doesn't even feel like that. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. Another download we've been picking up, and it came from one of my offsprings, my children, who is completely tapped in. You know what I mean? Racism, it needs to stop. Actually, it's really being extinct. You understand? So it's like it's your biracial children that's going to bring a lot of racism to an end. Okay? So shout out to the biracial children. I am one of them, and okay? Because it's like you guys are we are the ones that's going to teach the ones who are filled of hatred and racism that it's not the way to go. And you could go ahead with that, and you could stop all of that. All of that stuff is coming to an end. So please believe that. Even the bad stuff that's around us is changing. Okay? It's not just about our individual selves, it's about the things around us as well. Those things are changing too. This full moon has an effect on them too as well. Okay? So all the bad people that was doing you wrong, all the ones that was shunning you and things like that, boy, are they getting an awakening. Okay? So please have compassion for them. Pray over them, because what they don't know, you do. You may know, because you've been through it. You've done it, so you understand the process and you know what it consists of. Okay? So have compassion for them and pray over them. I mean, you don't even have to if you don't want to, but it's best for you. You understand? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do, because Spirit always come through. There's an answer to your question. I don't know what your question was, but the answer is no, and maybe later. So give it some time and space right here, because I feel like this connection or whatever's going on in this connection, which is a relationship, a toxic connection, it needs time and space right now. Okay, so give it some time and space. You know, this person constantly comes around with the sorries. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You gotta ask yourself, how many times are you gonna accept this apology for the same situation? So understand that this connection that you are in, that person is stuck in a pattern. So pay attention to the pattern that they are stuck in and pull yourself out of it, because all it's doing is pulling you into the pattern as well. So pay attention to your patterns and pay attention to those little shortcomings and those downfalls. They don't belong to you. They actually belong to the person that you're actually giving all of your loving to, knowing this person does not deserve that type of love from you. Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. Love and compassion. You have a very loving soul, a very compassionate heart, and you're just a romantic person who just love to be loved and love to love, okay? But you understand that this person is not and cannot love you properly or fully. So you have to make that difficult decision that is necessary over your life. Do you understand? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. Islam, you can't force somebody to believe or be Muslim. So I feel like somebody is trying to pressure somebody. That is not the way. You cannot pressure. Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. Literally 3 people. I just got the confirmation. 3 people. So this could pertaining to 3 people. Mind how you push a religion on somebody, because you can actually turn them off and away from the Most High Divine Creator, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. And and understand the pattern that you are stuck into when it comes to those religions. It's a circle. Mind you, it's like a repeated thing that you're hearing over and over and over and over again. I was stuck in that pattern for 7 years straight Niqabian. You couldn't see me, you couldn't hear my voice, you couldn't see my face, you couldn't see my fingers, feet, none of that. You understand? And it's a cycle, and it's a pattern, and it's a pattern of obedience, and it's a way of life and learning, okay? And you want to teach the beauty of the religion, not you whoever's teaching it. It's like, well, you got to do this, and you got to do that, and you got to do this, and it's turning the people off, because the Most High Divine Creator really wants you to be yourself when it comes to that. So follow the guidance of the Most High Divine Creator, not the guidance of man, because some of these men out here guide you his way and not Islam's way, in other words. You understand? So pay attention to that. You hear me? Especially when the man has been divorced over 10 or 15, 20 times. He's in the religion for lust and lust only. So pay attention to those things. Sisters and brothers, be mindful of who you're listening to and when you're listening to them. We have false prophets out here that's telling people lies, and people are believing them. You understand? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. You have discernment, because the Most High Divine Creator gave it to us all. We all have instincts, intuitions. Trust them, because you hear when he's talking to you. He's always going to tell you to do the righteous thing, not the wrong thing. You understand? So pay attention to that. You hear me? Thank you, Spirit. Divine Creator will also make you defend yourself in cases. So be mindful of how you listen to him, okay? And don't go off of your ego. Don't go off of your own pride. Now is the time to love and support one another, like I said, because of this type of energy that's around us right now. You know, people want to need you to reach out to them. People going to need you to love on them. People going to need you to give them support, caring, and understanding. You understand? So be kind to people today. Be kind to one another and ignore ignorance, because you have trolls that like to come on and comment and just say racial slurs, that be very ignorant to people. Those are people who want reactions out of you. So you ignore them and give them absolutely nothing. Do you understand? You know that you're not none of those names that they call you. So don't be feeling some type of way about why they calling you this and that and this and that and the third, please. And I do believe these could be some of the people that even work for these social platforms, just to get some type of reaction or some type of audience for themselves. So ignore that, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. What y'all call that shit nowadays? Clout chasing, or somebody chasing clout off of your energy and all of that stuff, okay? Each one teach one. Learn them. Teach them something, okay? I love you all. Love and light. Namaste. Happy day.